What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our July Blu-ray update. Of course, you're watching Out of the Basement. I'm Nate, and I'm joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And Steven.
Hola.
And of course, with almost every single one of our monthly updates, we're gonna have a digital HD giveaway. We don't have a lot of good codes. They're okay. They're not the best, so forgive us.
Are you kidding me? There's some bangers in here.
Alright, so first off, before we get into the video, we're going to have our giveaway.
But then it spoils what we got if you say what the codes are.
Alright, so stay tuned till the end to find out what movies are going to be available.
There's 4 of them, right?
Well, technically there's 7 movies we're giving away, but there's codes
for the price of none
that are included in a whole franchise. So Justin, start us out with your first Blu-ray of July.
Which one do I do first? Maybe I'll go in order in which I bought them. So, first one I got of the month was one that you can see in one of our vlogs, and I've been wanting it for a very long time, and that is Only God Forgives, directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, who directed Drive in 2011. This one came out in 2013. And it's funny because you can tell how he slowly, if you look at his filmography, he slowly got more and more art house leading up to Neon Demon, where he took it too far. But in this one, he doesn't take it too far. I had a great time.
You enjoyed yourself?
I'm so happy that I finally found it because it is a rare ray.
Nice.
So, glad I got that.
Good call. Up first for me is actually the last Blu-ray I purchased in July. And that is Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. I've never seen this movie.
Me so horny.
I saw it when I was a kid. It's another one of those movies as a kid I probably shouldn't have seen.
Got it for a $3.99er. Finally bit the bullet and bought it. Really excited to watch it. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Mr. Kubrick, so
yeah. I like it because all the small children of this generation always say "Oh, me so honey, me love you long time." They use that as a little meme, and it's you don't even know what that shit's from, and a lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know.
That little song quote thing is from Full Metal Jacket. Would have never thought.
Nope. Buck, what's your first pick?
Well, it's actually not a Blu-ray. It is
a DVD
of Borat. No, I didn't pay $9.99 for it. I found this at a thrift store for nothing. But it occurred to me that I don't own this on any format. So I found this still sealed, brand spanking new, and it is the widescreen version, I think. And I'm happy to own it. I haven't seen it in years.
According to the slip, it says full screen.
Full screen. Yeah,
so
it doesn't matter.
You played yourself.
It's fine.
Not even worth it. Don't even open it. Fuck full screen movies. What a stupid idea full screen movies were.
Yeah, really.
Let's just zoom in. Yeah, let's just zoom in. That's what full screen movies were.
Because they didn't have 16:9 TVs yet.
Stupid. Unnecessary. Justin, what's your next pick?
Well, my next pick is a surprise A24 release called The Monster.
Now, bro, was there even a monster? Higher meaning.
Yes.
That movie sucks. There's no monster.
There is a monster, by the way.
Does it come at night?
Is it Frankenstein's monster?
And Nate and I, we've always seen this when we go into Best Buys on our hunts, and it just always looked so interesting. It's from the director of The Strangers, and just the cover, I was like, it looks so interesting. So I finally just bought it because everything else I wanted that day was non-existent, so I was like, I gotta buy something. So I bought it just blind buy, never seen it before. And then, when I was watching it for the first time, I started seeing trailers for The Witch, for The Green Room, and I was like, I was like, is this an A24 release, bro? And I looked it up, and it was, and I got so hyped. And it was a great time. It's pretty new. I think this was 2016. Yeah, 2016, so it's pretty new. And Nate, we gotta watch it one of these nights. I'm sure you would appreciate it. But just get into A24, please.
It can do no wrong.
Watch Ex Machina, Green Room, The Witch. It comes at night. It's just
September 12th.
Another great one that is not an A24 release is The Babadook, because this one also, we talked about, fit into our horror formula. Whereas, we don't really agree with the critics on, superhero movies, but I feel like horror is where I just like completely agree with the critics, because the perfect formula is when a indie style A24 horror film comes out and it has a high critic like rating, and then the audience just hates it. It's like, those are my favorite movies.
Yeah, because those are usually the good ones.
Yep, because I mean, I talk about It Comes at Night too much on the channel, but just like, it's the most recent one, and just seeing all the people coming out of the theater saying, "What the fuck was that, man? Man, fuck the critics." I was just like, yes, I'm gonna love it. So I mean, great film.
Next up for me is a long-awaited Blu-ray release. However, a disappointing Blu-ray release, and that is Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, what could have been.
Guys, it pains me to tell you that this is honestly not that great of a Blu-ray release. No bonus features, and the transfer is good in some scenes, but then there are a lot of scenes where it is blurry, messy. It just looks ugly, and it's really disappointing because, as most people know, this is an excellent Batman movie, and actually Justin got to see it for the very first time.
Yep, never seen it before, and I thought it was great.
And it is a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's literally one of the best, if not the best, Batman movie, period. However, the Blu-ray release is pretty disappointing.
It's like it's unfinished.
Yeah,
because
it's rushed.
Yeah, and some scenes, like he was saying, it's blurry, and I figured out why. It's because the aspect ratio is off. It's like, instead of actually fixing the 4:3, they just were like, whatever, we're zooming in, because like some of their heads get cut off, and then it's super blurry, so it's just like laziness.
And even although you wouldn't be able to tell on camera, like the actual like printed text on the back of the box, like look at how fuzzy all this shit is down here.
It's like they just wanted to get it out of their hair because we've been asking for it for so long. They're like, fine, here it is, shut up.
I'm still happy to have it, still happy to be able to just pop it in my Xbox instead of getting out the VHS player and putting in the VHS copy, rewinding it.
I mean, there's DVD copies.
Well, I don't have that.
It's like, it's so awesome to revisit like older like children's movies, because
that's not a kid's
there's
movie.
like killing, death, like
there's blood,
there's cigarettes, alcohol, and just like how, not to get political here, but you know, we all know how our first world society is with, you know, PC. So it's awesome to see like older children's movies and how like far they went.
Well, the rating systems used to be way different, back in the day.
I mean, Jaws was rated PG, and you straight up see a leg with blood coming out.
Decapitated head.
Yeah.
Bucky, what's your next pick?
My next one is something you've already seen, and a code we're giving away. Spoiler alert.
I'll pull mine up as well.
Yep.
We both got Ghost in the Shell.
Mine's the 4K version. His is the regular version.
This is the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook.
Yes. Watched it in 4K. Amazing. I love this movie. It's just the visuals are awesome. I think the story is good. I mean, still haven't seen the regular, the original anime. People say it's better. I'm sure it is. And they said this one is kind of like a dumbed down version of it, which I would completely understand. But like we said when we first saw this, we're not watching the anime first.
Didn't want to have the preconceived notions.
Because I did that with the Guyver. I watched the 2006 series and then watched Guyver 1 with Mark Hamill. Ooh.
Yeah, you can't do that. You and like Bucky said, that is one of the codes we will be giving away. So stay tuned for that.
And I already gave one code away. I picked the winner already for the Steelbook review, if you're wondering.
All right,
Justin, next
so
pick.
My next one is a blind buy. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, and that is Platoon.
Another one I saw when I was a kid.
Oliver Stone.
Willem Dafoe.
Starring, and Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
And I mean,
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. I mean, this movie won a bunch of Oscars. You know, Best Picture, Best Director, Best Film Editing, and Best Sound for 1986. And it's just like, how have I not seen this? I feel like it's a pretty like widely known war film that I probably would have seen, but I haven't seen it. So I mean, I really actually can't wait because I love Willem Dafoe. I think he's a little underrated.
Oh,
I love him.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Out, am I?
And there's a great parody scene of Platoon in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
With Ben Stiller. Great. Good stuff.
Speaking of out, am I? My next pick is the Spider-Man Legacy Collection, the Best Buy exclusive Steelbooks.
So awesome.
these are some of the other codes that we are giving away. Obviously, everyone has seen these movies, but if you want them digitally, we're giving away the code for. This is the original Spider-Man trilogy steelbook. There's 2 different ones.
I want it, dude.
And then this is the amazing sequel, the first one and the sequel. Again, nice and blue. Looks very awesome. Now, the codes are divided by the franchise, so if you want one of the codes, just say like Spider-Man Original Trilogy, because it's all on one code. I don't know if it comes with the new cut of Spider-Man 3. I don't think that's the digital copy you'll get, but if it is, hey, pretty cool. And yeah, same thing, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. They come together as one code. So, if you want those.
It just looks so cool. I like the shiny.
Yeah.
I didn't emblems.
I didn't want to pay $60 for it because that's what it is normal price. But there was one week where, like right after release, it was on sale for $40. So I went ahead and I bit the bullet because it has that new cut of Spider-Man 3, it has the extended cut of Spider-Man 2, and I don't have Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray, although I don't really want it. But I was kind of itching to watch it after Spider-Man Homecoming.
How much was it on sale for again?
$40.
Oh.
And it's normally $60. So it's pretty expensive for these movies at this point, but yeah. Just the packaging and everything, I think, made it well worth it.
Where's the updated 4K versions of the Sam Raimi trilogy?
No.
What are you doing?
No. You only get Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 on 4K. Bucky, what's your next pick?
My next 3 are actually Criterion releases.
You're going to do them all at the same time?
No. I'm just prefacing the next 3. Nate and I and...
obviously, the annual Barnes & Noble's Criterion sale, the 50% off sale, happens every year. We reaped the benefits this year.
Yes, we did.
So go ahead with
and
your
my first one is Eraserhead from David Lynch. It's a very cool packaging. It's not like the other Criterion. It's a slipcase like this. And then you open it up here. And it comes with a book.
A nice big old booklet.
A real thick book. It's quite literally a book. and then the Blu-ray, of course.
Nice.
So very stoked to have Eraserhead.
Very nice. Justin, next pick?
Well, this is another one I've been looking for a long time. The Collector.
Great movie.
That Nate showed me. We had a movie night one night.
Underrated.
Yeah, it's honestly awesome. People call this like torture porn, but I thought it was awesome. Like such an interesting premise, which if you don't know the premise, no spoilers, but this serial killer, the Collector, is like...
He's torturing a family, but also this other guy is breaking into said family's house to rob them. So he breaks into their house while there's a serial killer trying to kill the family, and it creates a great tension-filled roller coaster of a movie.
It's such a unique premise. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I've ever seen another movie like with even a similar premise.
And it handles its gore well, sort of like Saw 1, where yes, Saw 1 is a violent movie, but it's not really like overbearing. I feel the same way about The Collector. Like, there's gross out moments, but it's not nearly as bad as like the later Saw movies or even the Hostel movies for that. Next up for me is a Wes Anderson film. I have only Criterions left as well. That is Darjeeling Limited, the Criterion Blu-ray. I don't know why this is going up in price, but it's going up there. So I definitely wanted to make an effort to get a copy for only $20. Great movie, one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies. Adrian Brody, Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman. It's a great time.
They all have, I mean, there's mainly the same actors in all of Wes Anderson's movies, but they just have great chemistry in the characters that they play in this movie.
And it does
very great.
It comes with a nice big old fold-out thing here. Pretty neat.
Nice.
It's got some information on it, a ton of writing. Just like most Criterion movies, they always have the little folder thing with them. So yeah, Bucky, what's your next pick?
Next one is a Wes Anderson film, The Royal Tenenbaums. This completed my... the next 2 completed my Wes Anderson collection. And I rewatched it just as good as I remember it, because I actually saw this when I was a kid. And then there's 2 things here, which is really cool. There's one of the big fold-out things, just like Nate showed you. And then...
2 of the big fold... Well, is this a poster?
It's kind of a poster. It's a double-sided thing.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Like this side you could use as a poster. This side is more of a...
Yeah,
it goes two different directions.
Yeah, it's got the description on it.
But very cool. I love when they put stuff like this into their releases.
It makes it worth it.
It really does. It just adds that little something.
Justin, your final pick.
Yeah, my final pick. I only got 5 Blu-rays this month, but they're all bangers, honestly.
Yeah. And you got this for a hot price.
Oh yeah, this was, I believe, what was it, $12.99?
Yeah. Really?
And that is Ash vs. Evil Dead,
Great
complete first season. Now, a little history behind my Evil Dead experiences. The first Evil Dead movie I've seen was actually Evil Dead 2. And the story behind that, I don't want to put on the internet, but it was a great time. And then I eventually saw Evil Dead, the original, awesome.
Yep.
And then I saw Army of Darkness, blew me away. Obviously, my favorite Evil Dead universe movie. And, of course, the remake is honestly really good. I actually saw that one in theaters.
I agree.
And, I mean, so happy to own this.
Have you started watching any of it yet?
I haven't started watching it.
It's because it's like the goofiness of Army of Darkness, like, turned up by 5. So it's nice. It's nice. And corny, but it feels good. It's the good cheese, the Evil Dead cheese you want.
Yeah.
Next up for me is a little film from Guillermo del Toro, and that is The Devil's Backbone, which I just recently watched, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was very cool, and similar to most Guillermo del Toro movies, his horror movies at least, you know, the monster in the movie really turns out to be mankind.
It's like Scooby-Doo for adults?
No. Not like that. It's like, you know, there's a ghost, but then you find out that the real villain of the movie is just a human. That's what I mean. Most of his movies have a premise like that.
Sounds a little like Scooby-Doo to me. I don't know.
Shut the hell up.
Triggered.
Yeah.
Got
him. Show him another Blu-ray, you bastard.
Rushmore. This is the only Wes Anderson movie I did not see until purchasing this. Watched it, loved it. It's way up there now in my favorite Wes Anderson movies. This actually came with a big poster, and I actually have it hanging up in my bathroom now. But
Dang.
Then it has one of the big fold-out things. Yeah, I was worried I wasn't gonna like this because it was just the only one I hadn't seen. And you had hyped it up for me, and I was like, "Oh man, I
love
Rushmore.
I
like it." Yeah, it's honestly great. And like I said, it's one of the top ones. It's a little different because of it's definitely a Wes Anderson film, but it's not as bright.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bright colors. Everything's really pretty much dull.
I just love the scene where Bill Murray's on his phone and he slam dunks on those little kids.
He
blocks them.
Yeah, I mean. Prime Bill Murray in this, and Jason Schwartzman is great.
These are OR scrubs. Oh, are they?
They're very inappropriate. Yeah, there's great one-liners. I love this movie.
So much fun. Next up for me, it's a David Lynch joint, and that is Mulholland Drive, the Criterion Blu-ray. Haven't watched this movie yet.
We are fans of David Lynch. In this house, we praise the Lord.
This is
David
similar
Lynch.
to the Eraserhead release. You have this big old thick booklet. This thick booklet right there, all about the movie. Nice fold out right here.
Ooh.
Pictures of all the characters. Really excited to watch
the
this.
Black Lodge?
Ooh. Really excited to watch this. I figured that one day we'll watch our David Lynch movies together.
For sure.
Because I feel like these are just movies to watch with someone else. So then you have someone to talk about it too. Because I'm sure this movie is probably weird and confusing as hell, just like most David Lynch things.
You mean to tell me that David Lynch made a weird and confusing movie? Unheard of.
Absolutely unheard of. Bucky, what's your next?
Oh, the last one? This is the main event. This is my last purchase. And let me just say, I was floored when I found this. Because I had accepted the fact.
Excellent find.
That I would have never got this. And the price. The Shout Factory Halloween
15 discs.
collection. 15 discs. Great bonus features on every single disc. And it also comes with, let me try and pull it out.
What'd you find it for?
The booklet.
I found this in a record store in Chicago for $90. I couldn't pass it up.
Which, if you didn't know, this version is out of print and is now
upwards of 200.
Yeah, it's around the 200 mark. It's not quite as bad as the Friday the 13th box set.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking joke.
And it comes with a nice booklet talking about every single movie, and I am so
fantastic
happy.
Set. Really, there's so many bonus features
awesome.
on here. Mm-hmm. You get the alternate cut of Halloween 6.
And the black Blu-rays really
Yeah.
just set it off.
Every Blu-ray is black. You get like really cool bonus features like the theatrical version of the original movie, like just stuff that you'd be like, I don't need this, but it's cool to have it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like trailers on each of them.
Mm-hmm. And again, the producer's cut of Part 6, I feel like, is an amazing movie. Completely changes, literally probably the last 45 minutes of the movie, turns it into a completely different experience. I really enjoy it.
Guys, what's your favorite Halloween movie? Let us know below.
If it's not number 1, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I think my favorite might be 2.
Is Resurrection? Trick or treat, motherfucker!
While I very much appreciate it, I do think
I love Busta Rhymes.
That 2
is great, but
is
no,
my fave.
1
you really can't...
revolutionized the slasher genre.
Yeah, no denying it. One is great.
The cultural impact.
Yeah.
The cultural element.
Cultural.
The first.
We pretty much wouldn't have Friday the 13th without Halloween 1.
And finally, my last Blu-ray is my final criterion, and that is Scanners from David Cronenberg. Haven't watched this yet either, but this is the movie with the infamous head explosion, so I'm very excited to see that. It seems like this is an older release. It's a little bit more tame in terms of criterion. You get the booklet here, but it's not... it's not as substantial as the David Lynch ones, but, it's still pretty awesome. Very excited to watch this movie at some point, but couldn't pass up getting it for the $20 mark on the Criterion sale. So, that's it. That's all of our Blu-rays. Let's talk giveaways.
What a great haul.
So, like I said earlier in the video, like we do every month, we're giving away digital codes. This month, we've got a Ghost in the Shell code. We have another Power Rangers code.
How'd you get another one?
That person that won never contacted us. And so I figured we'd just save it. A second chance. They won. They didn't get in touch with me, so we're putting it back out there for you guys to win. Again, and then a Spider-Man trilogy, the original trilogy, Sam Raimi 1, 2, and 3.
Is it the despecialized editions?
Yeah, it's the despecialized. Right. And then, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. So all you have to do to enter to win is like the video, subscribe to our channel, and then comment down below which one you want. You can enter in for one, and then the winners will be picked 1 week from today.
No more, no less.
So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the notification, just in case you've won. Best of luck to you guys. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And Steven.
See you later.
And we hope you have a great day.